So, I've been using the Amazfit T-Rex 2 for almost a year now, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. It claims military-grade durability, multi-satellite GPS, and the ability to survive pretty much anything I throw at it. From sweaty workouts to clumsy drops, I've put this thing through its paces. So, has it lived up to the hype? Or is it starting to show some wear and tear? Especially when the T-Rex 3 is now available. Let's dive in and talk about what it's really like to live with the T-Rex 2. Right out of the box, this watch screamed, "I can handle anything." The polymer build isn't just for show, it's legit durable. I'm not exactly graceful, so I've dropped it on my kitchen tiles and even left it in my fridge. I was half expecting it to give up, but nope, it just kept ticking. No frozen buttons, no glitchy screen, nothing. I've worn it through sweaty gym sessions, rainy hikes, and even a muddy trail run where I took a tumble. A year later, it still looks almost brand new, no peeling, no deep scratches, and the strap's holding up like a champ. If you're someone who needs a watch that can take a beating, this thing delivers. But here's the deal, it's chunky. I've got a medium-sized wrist and it feels bold. Maybe a little too bold sometimes. If you love a sleek, barely there vibe or have smaller wrists, you might find it a bit overwhelming. I've grown to love the rugged look, but it's definitely a statement piece. Okay, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much from the screen when I first got it. But the 1.39-inch AMOLED display? It's kind of a showstopper. It's bright, crisp, and totally readable even when I'm squinting in the midday sun during a run. The touchscreen is snappy, and I love that I can switch watch faces with a long press. Through the Zepp app, there are hundreds of watch faces to choose from, which is great because I'm the kind of person who gets bored and switches them up every couple of weeks. My current favorite is this minimalist black and white one, but I've also got a fun neon one for when I'm feeling extra. After a year of daily use, the screen still looks pristine. No scratches, no fading. It's honestly one of the things I brag about when friends ask me about the watch. The T-Rex 2 boasts dual-band GPS and 6 satellite systems. And let me tell you, it's not just fancy talk. Whether I'm hiking in the middle of nowhere, jogging through a tree-covered park, or weaving through busy city streets, the GPS locks on fast and stays reliable. I did notice a couple of hiccups, like when I'm sprinting uphill or cycling super fast, it sometimes lags a bit. But those moments are rare. For someone like me who loves tracking my routes and distances, the GPS has been a total game changer. I even used it on a camping trip to map out a new trail, and it didn't let me down. One feature I've come to love is the one-tap measuring. It checks your heart rate, blood oxygen, stress, and breathing rate all in one go. Takes about 40 seconds, which is perfect when I'm winding down from a workout or a crazy day at work. I've compared it to my friend's fancy pulse oximeter, and the readings are usually pretty close. Not spot on every time, but close enough to trust for day-to-day stuff. That said, it's not perfect. During super intense workouts, like when I'm pushing through a HIIT session, the heart rate sensor can be off by 10 to 15 beats per minute. Sleep tracking is solid for nightly sleep, but it's hit or miss with naps. Sometimes it thinks I'm in light sleep when I'm just chilling on the couch. So it's great for a general health snapshot, but if you need medical-grade precision, you'll want to look elsewhere. The T-Rex 2 claims over 150 sports modes, which sounds impressive, right? In reality, I stick to the basics: walking, running, treadmill, strength training, cycling, and the occasional swim. Those modes work great, giving me useful stats like heart rate zones, calories burned, and pace, which I love nerding out over. Some of the niche modes, like archery or fishing, yeah, I haven't touched those. They feel like they're there just to pad the list. But I will say, it's kind of cool knowing I could track something random if I ever decide to take up, I don't know, kite surfing. One small gripe: the auto detection isn't always on point. Sometimes it misses light walks, and once it thought I was running when I was just speed walking to catch a bus. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something I've noticed. Oh man, the battery life. This is where the T-Rex 2 really shines. I'm talking 18 to 20 days of use on a single charge with notifications on, GPS a few times a week, heart rate tracking, and sleep monitoring. That's with me using it pretty actively. If I go hard with GPS-heavy runs or keep the always-on display, it still lasts 12 to 14 days. And if I'm feeling minimalist and turn off some features, I've hit close to the advertised 24 days. Charging takes about 2 hours, which feels like nothing when I only have to plug it in once or twice a month. Honestly, not having to stress about charging every night is such a relief. It's like the watch just fits into my life without demanding extra attention. The interface is super straightforward, which I appreciate. Swipe up for widgets, down for quick settings, left for notifications, right for the app menu. The physical buttons are a lifesaver when my hands are sweaty or I'm wearing gloves during winter runs. The Zepp app? It's okay. It's gotten better over the years, but it's not the most user-friendly thing in the world. The layout can feel a bit cluttered, and I've had moments where I'm like, where's that setting again? But it syncs reliably, and it gets the job done. You can add a few extra apps, but don't expect a full-on app store. This is a fitness-first watch, not a mini smartphone, and I'm okay with that. Alright, let's talk about what you're not getting with the T-Rex 2, because there are some gaps. First, no Bluetooth calling. I can see call notifications and reject calls, but I can't answer or talk through the watch. That's a bummer when I'm out running and want to take a quick call without digging for my phone. There's also no voice assistant, no Alexa, no, "Hey watch, do this." I didn't think I'd miss it, but sometimes I do, especially when I'm used to barking commands at my phone. And don't expect third-party apps like Spotify or WhatsApp. You're pretty much stuck with Amazfit's ecosystem. There's no built-in music storage, no speaker, and no Wi-Fi either. Everything runs through Bluetooth in the Zepp app. So yeah, it's a smartwatch, but it's more like a super rugged fitness tracker with a nice screen. If you want to do everything device, this might leave you wanting more. So after almost a year of living with the Amazfit T-Rex 2, what's the verdict? I've got to say, I'm still a fan. If you're like me, someone who's always on the move, loves working out, or just needs a watch that can handle a clumsy moment, this thing is a rock star. It's tough, the battery life is unreal, and it nails the fitness tracking basics. But if you're all about smart features like voice commands or app integrations, you might want to look elsewhere. This watch isn't trying to be your phone, it's a dependable, no-fuss tool for staying active and keeping up with your health. I've loved having it as my sidekick, whether I'm hiking with friends or just surviving a hectic workday. If you're using a T-Rex 2, I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment and tell me your story. And if you're thinking about getting one, I hope this gave you a real sense of whether it's the right fit for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.